Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Fallout Elite Edition Lucy McLean. I got the rest of the Fallout figures from Target, but of course they made Lucy the main character of the show, an Elite figure to cost extra, and I got her from the McFarlane toy store. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, she's from Vault 33, Fallout McFarlane Elite Edition. At the top, she's part of the Gold Label collection. Typically means a retail exclusive, so I'm not sure if she's McFarlane Toy Store exclusive or if she'll be available all over the place. Here she is in the package. We've got 6 interchangeable hands, 3 different faces, 2 guns, the dog, her backpack, a display stand, a collector's card, and an Elite Point Redemption card. One side of the package, we have the Fallout TV figures. This is the 6th figure in the McFarlane Elite Collection. Other side simply says Elite Edition. At the back, here she is posed up for the TV show. And at the bottom, there's a barcode if it helps. So with no further ado, let's open her up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here she is with all her accessories laid out. She comes with a display stand, a collector's card, an Elite Point Redemption card, 2 pistols, 6 interchangeable hands, 3 interchangeable faces, a backpack, and her dog. Before we deload all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Lucy McLean from the Fallout TV show, played by Ella Purnell. She was born and raised in Vault 33, and eventually raiders attacked her home, kidnapped her dad, and she went to the surface to rescue him. Thus, the premise of the TV show. So this is a McFarlane Elite figure, and she does have more accessories than usual, but Elite figure simply means it's going to cost more. And I feel like they sort of hosed us by making the main character in the TV show cost extra money, because most fans of the show are going to want the main character. She should share the exact same body as Steph Harper. I got her from the McFarlane toy store, so let's take a look. Now, the actress always has these sort of droopy eyes, and I'll tell you, the figure has even droopier eyes than the actual actress. She looks like a frog, and the eyes look just really weird. They're like lifeless, expressionless, I don't know. The eyes just look kind of wonky. The hair looks pretty good. The rest of the face looks good. The eyes just, I don't know, something about how droopy they are, sort of round around the eye, and just the way they're pointed, the pupils, it just looks off. Cheeks a little bit rosy. She has that vault outfit. Blue, gold, badges. It's got texturing in the middle, smooth on the sides, double jointed elbow, double jointed knee, wrist looking a little bit awkward there, and it's like no matter what I do, I can't really make it not look awkward. She's got her Pip-Boy on the side. Looks pretty good. Vault 33 on her back. So I'm happy to add her to the collection. She is the main character of the show, and it makes most sense to have her. And a closer look at her face and head sculpt. And I do see the actress there, but the eyes just kind of mess the whole thing up a little bit. And then here's a figure, broken down as far as you can go, with all of her removable parts detached. Now let's check out her accessories, starting off with the boring stuff. Here's her display stand, typical McFarlane display stand. This one says Fallout on it. Then we have her collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of Lucy McLean from Fallout, McFarlane Elite Edition. On the back, there is a description. If you want to read that, pause now. And finally, we have this McFarlane Elite Edition 50 points. Scratch off the code, redeem the points. Now let's look at her hands. She has a total of 6 hands, 3 left hands, and 3 right hands. Here's Lucy with her first pair of hands. These are a pair of gripping hands. And here's her second pair of hands. Her left hand is a fist, and her right hand is missing the index finger when the ghoul cut it off in the TV show. And here's her third set of hands. Her right hand has a sort of black finger. In the TV show, she had her finger cut off, and it was replaced by somebody else's sort of black finger. And her left hand is a semi-open hand. Looks like it could hold something rather large. Now to look at her faces. To switch the faces, you have to take the hair off, and it helps keep them securely in place. She has 3 faces, one with a normal expression, one with a happy smiling expression, and one with a sort of perturbed angry expression. Here she is with her first face. This one has a normal, bug-eyed expression. And here she is with her second face. This is a smiling expression, and that is not a creepy smile. Not at all. And here's her third head. This one has the perturbed, sort of angry expression, and as I'd say, by far the best face of the 3. And if you're curious how she looks with no face or hair, well, here you go. And now for her guns. She has 2 pistols. I believe one is a tranquilizer dart from the beginning of the show, which I think is this one. Silver, good sculpt. And then I believe this one is a regular pistol. Here's Lucy holding on to those 2 pistols. Now to check out her backpack. This is where she's going to keep all of her supplies. As you can see, Vault 33. A little sort of sleeping bag up there. Done in the typical Vault colors. Blue, yellow, gold, and some straps for her back. Here's Lucy wearing her backpack, all set to explore the surface. And then we have our dog. I believe the dog's name is Dogmeat. In the show, numerous different people had the dog. We had Lucy with the dog, the ghoul had the dog 2 different times, Maximus had the dog, and his squire as well. So the dog has no articulation. It's a standard dog from Fallout. Pretty much every game, the survivor will have a dog accompanying them. Paint job and sculpt are great, but 0 articulation kind of sucks. I can definitely put this to good use in my action figure world. I think I'll probably put him with the ghoul figure as he had him the most of the TV show. His fur looks good, paint job's good, inside the ears. Just wish that his legs and head moved around. And now to look at the reuse differences and similarities between Lucy here and Steph Harper. And they are 100% the same figure, same sculpt, same articulation, different head. So let's take a closer look. Obviously the heads are completely different, and if you go further down, literally everything, even the paint job, is identical. The Pip-Boy, the stripes, the little sort of sleeve, the shoes, exactly the same figure, Vault 33 on both of them. It would be cool to have more Vault 33 members. We just have the 2 so far. Who knows what the future will hold. There are now 3 figures that utilize this base body. Steph, Lucy, and Nora. And now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and her accessories, let's check out her height. From bottom to the top of her head, standing about 6.4, maybe 6.5 inches tall, which can translate to just over 16 centimeters. And for her articulation. Starting with her head, of course, it can rotate side to side, and if you really want to, you can get the hair all the way over. Head can't really look up much, the hair is going to obstruct that. Down a little bit. Can tilt her head at least a little bit from side to side. Shoulders on a ball joint, goes up about 90 degrees. Up, down, around. She does have that butterfly ring between her shoulder and chest. Increase the range of motion, covering the gap. Bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows. They go all the way in. Her wrist can rotate. It's also hinged and can look awkward very easily. And I have trouble kind of getting it flush. I guess that looks pretty good like that. Ball joint in the torso. Rotate around, forward and back. Another one in her waist. Rotate around, forward and back. Between the 2, pretty good range of motion in the torso area, although I don't like how disconnected the suit looks if you move around. Legs, almost complete on splits. McFarlane style hip joints. Rotation is non-existent. Legs go forward about that far. Back not much. Double jointed knees. And then her ankle. Forward and back. Rotate. Tilt, rock. And toe articulation. Here's Lucy walking through the post-apocalyptic wastelands of the future. carrying that head. Later, here's the Ghoul. He has Lucy prisoner. And here he is, cutting off Lucy's finger. Now stick around. Next is some other action figures, starting off with some other Fallout figures. Here's a Lucy, next to another McFarlane Elite Fallout action figure. This is the Riot Ranger from New Vegas. And then, next to the Elite T60 from the Fallout games, here's Lucy with the rest of the TV show figures. Cooper Howard, Hank McLean, Lucy McLean, Steph Harper, Maximus, and the Ghoul. I sure hope and expect them to have figures for Season 2. And here she is, next to the recent Fallout 2 packs from New Vegas and Fallout 4. And here's McFarlane's entire collection of Fallout figures. We have a total of 12 figures so far. 6 from the show, 6 from the games. I'm looking forward and eager to see what is coming next. We have plenty more stuff from both the game and TV show that we could pull from. Season 2 of the TV show starting soon, so hopefully there are figures from that. Now let's check her out next to some other McFarlane Elite figures. Now, the whole Elite thing is sort of a gimmick. I mean, they are nice figures and they do have a lot of accessories, but they're not nearly nice enough to be considered quote-unquote Elite. It's just a way to charge $50 or $60 for a figure, and most of them are just reused anyway. Like I said, the figures are nice, they have good details, good accessories, but not good enough for that price point. Here is Lucy, next to McFarlane's first Elite figure, the Doomslayer. Now just look at how much more plastic you get with him than her. She doesn't really seem like that great of a value. Yeah, she has accessories, but not that many. And here, next to McFarlane's second Elite figure, this is Lilith from Diablo 4. And it's a really nice figure, nice sculpt. Unfortunately, she cannot stand on her own, which really sucks. The wings are just too heavy. And really nice detail on the wings, cloth soft goods mix. She feels like she kind of earned the title of Elite. Much more than Lucy here. Here's Lucy, next to McFarlane's third Elite figure. This is the T60 from the Fallout games. And it's bigger and bulkier, you get more plastic, but they're selling the same stuff in the regular way for considerably cheaper. Then, with McFarlane's fourth Elite figure, this is from New Vegas, and this is an NCR Ranger. He came decked out with accessories. And here's McFarlane's entire Elite collection, at least the ones that I have. In front of you, we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. I passed on number 5, which was from Persona 3, the protagonist. Not something I was interested in. I think the next one is going to be an Elite version of Spawn, which is supposed to come out in January of next year. That actually looks pretty damn cool. And personally, I would have loved to have seen some DC figures like this. This would have been a great opportunity to release a deluxe Elite version of the Absolute Batman. Now let's check her out. Next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how she fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix her with. Since she's a McFarlane toy, they are typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and then work way smaller. But first, let's check her out next to some of her McFarlane toys brothers and sisters. In front of you are 5 different action figures, all from McFarlane toys, all 7-inch scale. And now, with some Jack-specific wrestling figures and Diamond Suck toys, here's Lucy next to a big box of cat food. And here she is, with some DC Direct and NECA figures. Then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures. And now, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures. Next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, with some SH Figure Arts and Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, it's a cool Lucy figure. The face is okay, but definitely a little bit off, a little bit derpy. The figure itself just seems a little bit sort of underwhelming. She's very small. She's got plenty of accessories. They really should have included the stupid head that everyone's going for in the show. That would have been a perfect accessory for her. She's definitely overpriced for what you get. And of course, she's the main character of the show, so they're almost sort of got you by the balls. Hey, if you want the Fallout collection, you're definitely going to want this one. Personally, I've not seen her at any actual retail stores besides online. Now, if I were to rate this figure, and let's take price out of the equation, she has tons of accessories. Her articulation is, pretty standard. The figure itself is kind of small and underwhelming. I'd probably give her like a 6 out of 10. I mean, I do like the figure. I like the show. I like adding to the collection. I really want to give her a higher rating, but I think it's going to land at a 6. If you want to add price in the equation, I'll probably drop the rating even lower, but we'll keep it as is. Like I said, I'm happy to have the figure. I think she's fairly well done, but she should have come with more stuff. She could look a little better. She could move a little better, and it's all just pure reuse from before. Still looking forward to Season 2. Happy to have the figure. Happy to have the Fallout collection by McFarlane. Can't wait to see what's next. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.